out of that nice drive.
Kyle Orton hit a quarterback, the former Bear and Bronco and Chief, and now second-year Cowboy takes over for Romo. And there's a new running back in the game. This is Lance Dunbar, who will run straight ahead. But as long as they have Kyle Orton, one of the most expensive backup quarterbacks in football, they ended a good one. They're going to leave their first-team offensive line in to protect him. Tonight's broadcast of Raider football is brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union, proud to have served the armed forces and their families for 80 years. Be a part of something great. Visit us at NavyFederal.org. And that's a pretty good 1-2 punch at quarterback with Romo backed up by Orton now. Orton checks down left flat, catch made by Dunbar, and is pushed out by Phillip Adams. So the Raiders have gone to a second-team defense now. Phillip Adams, who we saw last year, played quite well, come up with a couple of interceptions. He couldn't stay healthy, but this guy can cover.
Yes, he can. You know, he came in some crucial situations, made some big plays for the Raiders last year, and hopefully he's improved even more coming into this year.
Intercepted Brandon Weeden of the Browns and also Peyton Manning here on Thursday night, but he suffered concussions and injuries after. 3rd down and 2, Cowboys. Game tied at 3 with 5 minutes to go in the half. Orton is audibilizing at the line. Play clock at 5. Out of a shotgun. Here's a blitz by Ross. A throw and a catch by Cole Beasley. First down. He got a quick slant there on Ocelio Hansen. And Cole Beasley picks up the first down.
You know, those experienced quarterbacks like Kyle Orton know exactly where to go with the football. They read the defense. They sometimes know what the defense is even before the snap, and they go to the right guy and make a play like that. Experience is hard to beat.
1st and 10, Dallas on their own 39-yard line. C.O. Moore is still in there playing at strong side linebacker. He's going to play a bit longer than the other starters, being a rookie. Stretch handoff to Dunbar, crease, big hole midfield. And then he slammed quickly by Phillip Adams and Usama Young, but well, he had a big hole on that stretch run off the left side, Coach.
Yeah, there's very powerful drive blocks on the left side of the offensive line of the Cowboys. They did a nice job of just maintaining their blocks. Give you a lot of running room. These backs will take it up the field for pretty good yardage, and that's what happened.
And what's happening now, the Cowboys have left their first-team offensive line in. So Tyron Smith and Leary are all in, Frederick and Bernardo and Doug Freed. And the Raiders have subbed out a lot. So they should be able to get a big of a push with this O-line they have in there. Orton looks left, throws left, Dunbar the catch. Breaks one tackle and then dropped by Omar Gaither, is playing a middle linebacker for the Raiders now, taking over for Nick Roach. And he was the Raiders' starting middle linebacker for the final 4 games last year.
Yeah, they picked him up late in the season with all the injuries they had. He did a nice job. That's why they brought him back this year.
2nd and 5, Dallas, with 3:05 to play in the first half. Omar Gaither, the former Philadelphia Eagle. Orton under center. Stretch run to Dunbar. Going to stay play side and get wide on Phillip Adams. Good block there by the wide receiver, Anthony Armstrong, the former Washington Redskin, that got him the side and the edge there against Phillip Adams.
It looks like they're attacking that left side of the Raiders defense right now. There seems to be some opportunity for them to run the football.
Well, one of the things that the Raiders have had in training camp this year is a lot of injuries, little small injuries, nothing major, but small injuries to their defensive linemen. So they're kind of experimenting a little bit.
And the Cowboys are running behind their best offensive lineman, the left tackle, Tyron Smith, the former #1 draft pick out of USC. Now they try the other side. They go right, and they bring in a new back. This is Philip Tanner, 3rd-year back out of Middle Tennessee State. And he is stacked up after a short game. And that should probably take us down to the 2-minute warning here. Raiders certainly played well. And Terrell Pryor was on the field, and Dennis Allen has to be happy with the defense did against Tony Romo and the Cowboy #1. So we do hit the 2-minute warning here in Oakland. It'll be Charles Woodson back in silver and black, and coming up at halftime, we'll tell you about the return of the great number 24, who was a Raider draft pick, Al Davis's pick, the 4th overall pick in '98. 1998 NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, 8 years with the Raiders, then 7 with Reggie McKenzie in Green Bay, and a Super Bowl winner. A quick slant to Armstrong, and Armstrong, the former Redskin, makes the catch there on Chimdi Chekwa. And that's a Cowboy first down to the Raider 20-yard line.
Yeah, a little too loose coverage. Well, he's got help to the inside, but that was a well-thrown ball. The timing was perfect.
Kyle Orton, he's a starting quarterback for a while in this league. There's Charles Woodson, won a Associated Press Defensive Player of the Year award in 2009. And looking at his credentials, there is no doubt that Charles is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer whenever he's done. Handoff to Dunbar. He bops it way outside right. It was designed to go up the middle. A flag came down late.
Yeah, late hit.
And Dunbar gets good yardage out the right side. We'll see what the flag is for on Bill Vinovich's crew. It's against the Raiders, apparently. Here's the call from Vinovich. It is on the Raiders.
There are 2 fouls on a play, one by each team.
They're on both.
Holding, offense number 81. Personal foul, defense number 29. Late hit out of bounds. The penalties will offset. Replay, first down.
And Danny Cole called for the block in the back, and the late hit is negated because of the illegal block. Raiders are going to be home in a couple of weeks to play the Chicago Bears, the huge third preseason game of the year, and then it all begins for real here at home on September the 15th against Jacksonville. RG3 and the Redskins will be in. It'll play both of the Steelers and Eagles in back-to-back weeks. The Steagles time. Coming. Both teams from Pennsylvania back-to-back this year. 1-800-RAIDERS. Raiders.com. Orton throws, done by the catch, hit by Chekwa. And Keenan Clayton at the 15-yard line. Chekwa, one of the most improved players on the team, Dennis Allen says. His pass coverage much better, his flexibility and his instincts. And the Raiders got a lot of good corners, Jim. So it'll be tough to make the team, but Chekwa really has improved.
You know, I think they brought him in because of all the problems they had a year ago in defending the pass. And, you know, it's very competitive back there right now.
2nd and 5. Orton throwing for the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Beautifully thrown by Kyle Orton to Cole Beasley. Right over the top of Joselio Hansen, the nickel corner. That's good touch there by Kyle Orton. Very simply, Tom, one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league.
Well, he's getting paid almost like a starter. He's making a lot of money to be a backup, and he proved his worth there on that pass. It was perfectly thrown. Pretty hard to defend. That was it couldn't have been thrown any better.
You know, it was a nice fade up the field. And had no chance to defend against it.